just got finished watching. I'm watching the Porsha Family Matters video, and so it's on DVR. And so basically, I'm just laying here minding my business. I dozed off for a while, and then when I woke up, it was time for Porsha, right? The first 3 minutes, it was a gladiator fight between Porsha and her baby daddy. Oh my God, what's his name? What's his name? Dennis. And I really like Dennis. I just don't know his daggone name. I need something to fan with. It is hotter than volcano lava. So listen, guys. They're on this retreat, right? Portia is on this retreat with her family. And so I only bring this up to say, she has her aunties, elders there and cousins and everything. Well, anyway, she and Dennis get into like a little verbal altercation. And I feel the reason why Portia got into an altercation with Dennis is because she's still in love with Dennis. And it's evident. Like Martin Luther King said, we hold these truths to be self evident. And he brought another lady, even though she's engaged to Simon. She doesn't want him to have another girl or bring another girl around. It's unbelievable, this show. But anyway, let's get to this fight. So anyway, she was upset because he brought a girl, and then she was like, "You, your mama, and your whore can leave." Oh my God! Look at me sweating like Bobby Brown in the late 90s, baby. So anyway, y'all so crazy. So anyway, Simon got up. He was like, "Well, I could just leave," and then she was like, "Well, then leave." And so then here comes Simon's mother. She never knows when to just leave. And not Simon, Dennis' mom. And Dennis is like, "Mom, leave. I got this. I'm talking to my baby mama. This is not a, poly relation. I don't need three people in this." But I see mom's side is she's defending her son. They're saying all the slanderous stuff against Dennis, and come to find out, Dennis is actually a pretty good guy. Yeah, he cheated, but I'm just saying the core of him, he's a good guy. So Dennis was ready to leave. Simon had Portia against the wall. The producers had Portia against the wall because it had gotten heightened, and not against the wall because nothing had happened just yet. But put her back was against the wall, and they were barricading her, if you will, because Dennis had to walk past, or Dennis was coming up to her. I don't understand because the shit went from 0 to 120 so fast. This fight escalated so fast, I didn't even know what the hell I was watching this fight. And so Dennis got up from the dinner table and he walked over by Portia. And I guess he just wanted to say one quick thing to Portia. And Portia was like, get out of here. Your mother out of here. You're a whore. Get your whore out of here. Da, 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 da. And so all of a sudden, Dennis' mother walked up and Portia, I want to say Portia lunged, like threw a punch at Dennis' mother. You swing on somebody's mother? On the camera, baby. It's on a Sunday night. And the thing about this is, after that, Dennis is going to protect his mother. And that's his baby mother. He loved them both. He said it. He was like, "That's my mother, and you're my child's mom. I love both of y'all." And then somebody went on the ground. I don't know. I think it was the dramatic lady who always crying. Like, I think it's Storm's mother. Storm's mother she's hilarious because she just be wanting all the attention. When she started talking about her feet, I almost blacked out. Hey, how are you? What's up? What's up? We're talking about Porsche Family Matters, and we're talking about the fight between she and her ex fiance. So anyway, the fight escalated, and Portia is now reaching over people to swing like she is at Vegas Nights, the nightclub in Atlanta. Porsha is totally act like she's at Vegas Nights in Cobb County, honey. She was like reaching over people and throwing things. So then she started throwing things and throwing glass because I didn't see anybody else throw anything, so it must have been her. So glass got all over the floor, and now she had flip flop sandals on, and they came off, and her feet are all cut up. And Simon is just looking to the left, to the left. He's like, I can't bring her in front of my family. I don't know what accent I just did, but it was, you know what I mean. He was like, I can't bring Porsha in front of my family. She's going to fight. One of my sisters is sassy, and if she fight my sister like that, you know. Simon is assessing all of this, baby. And I know they say they're gonna get married. He's like, oh baby, let's push the wedding back. Let's push it back. Why we gotta push it back? I just need, I want everything to be perfect. And then the funny thing is, Andy Cohen says he doesn't like fighting. He said that they don't like fighting. But this is like Portia's 15th time fighting. In all due respect, she snapped Kenya's vertebrae out. Like she was a chiropractor. It's a wonder Kenya is not in an electric wheelchair right now. And I'm not even trying to be funny. The way she snatched her neck and everything, if Kenya wasn't strong, that neck, baby, could have snapped. Y'all know what happened to Christopher Reed. You snap a one little vertebrae, get you good for life, you know? And so Portia risked that. She risked putting someone in paralyzing. And then she fought Cynthia. Now you know Cynthia, if you Google non-confrontational or non-confrontation, three of Cynthia Bailey's pictures are gonna pop up. Cynthia is one of the most non-confrontational people you'll ever meet. She exemplifies it. So for Portia to physically fight that baby, and you have her, Cynthia Bailey has been in the business for 400 years, so you ain't never heard about her having a paper cut until she met Portia, and then they start fighting. And then Portia started chasing that girl. Remember when Portia was running and chasing that girl? So that's 3 times. And now this is the 4th time when you lunge at Dennis' mother? Allegedly? Where they doing that at? Lunging at someone's mom. Mm, mm, mm. I've never seen it. I have never seen it before. Oh my God. And then the tea in the coffee cup is Portia, out of all the ladies, should really want to uphold her family's name. All this bolo and all this fighting, it's kind of like, if you're Coretta Scott King's children and you're doing this, you know what I'm saying. Hosea Williams, her grandfather, and then the poor auntie. She probably doesn't even watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just keeping it real. That poor auntie was praying over Portia. I said, honey, you need a prayer cloth over them boobs, too. Honey, put a prayer cloth over them boobs, honey. While you praying, since we praying. But Portia's, I think it's her granddad's sister. And now she heads the organization for Hosea Feed the Hunger. Very prestigious family in Atlanta. And that's what I'm saying. Portia comes from good stock. Very good stock. And now we have Bolo Honey, which is everybody got to be, it's kind of like Preacher's Child. She has her identity, but all this running around here loose, it has to stop. It's just not ladylike. It's not cotillion worthy, honey. And I thought she was a Jack and Jill girl. And I know she had a cotillion. You cannot tell me Portia has not. She wasn't. She didn't have a cotillion. Nobody who had a cotillion need to be walking around these streets, running around here loose like this, and definitely attacking someone's mom. I was floored. I literally was floored. Well, at first I thought Dennis reached out to Portia, and then I was like, it's just too much because I'm like, then Simon has to protect his girl, and he doesn't have to, but in the streets you have to, because trust you me, Portia could protect herself. Portia could be a bodyguard if she wanted to. You know what? If Portia put on a security outfit, she could stand in front of the clubs. She got to cut her nails down. But if she cut her nails down, Portia, you run with y'all. I seen Portia work out. She be doing them ropes, and she be, yeah, sturdy, strong, childbearing hips. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know. So you see, she be eating lemon pepper wings. That helps. Oh, that helps. That's a good protein diet. Lemon pepper wings. Y'all so crazy. But yeah, Portia could be a bodyguard outside one of them clubs, honey. If she put on one of them security outfits and put her hair in a ponytail like Janet Jackson did in Rhythm Nation, and she'd be like, "Let me see your ID." And you know Portia would not be playing with y'all either. So you can't get in here. And then Portia be like, "Okay, I'm gonna let you in because you remind me of me, and I used to sneak in the club. Go on in, but don't be trying to drink." Yeah. But anyway, it's just too much. This show is just too much. And then the funny thing is, even the producers even asked. So the next day after this fight, Portia text everybody, "Don't nobody mention it on camera. I will kill you in your sleep, honey. I know where you live. You're my family." Okay? So Portia texted everybody. She said, "Don't talk about the fight." And so the producers were none the wiser. They didn't know that Portia had texted them until they started asking around. They was like, "Why isn't anybody talking about the fight? That would only be natural that you talk about the fight." And Portia looking down because she know this her job. And you supposed to talk about everything, but you can't be texting people telling them what to do. You're not a show writer or a producer. You can't alter, reality, if you will. And so the producers came out and they was like, "We gonna need to see, some real." My tea is this: these producers have y'all out here at the party drunk, honey. When it's time to leave, you drunk to get home. When I say that's a metaphor for the producers, have you acting a nut for these shows, and they edit how they want to edit, and got you out here looking like the Joker from Batman, and then they be like, "The season finale, honey. Next week is gonna be the last show." And they got you and your family out in these streets looking any kind of how. Then messed up the whole legacy. Haven't mentioned your grandfather walking on. No, they haven't mentioned, the Martin Luther King walks and protest and getting attacked by German shepherds and fire department, water hose and getting beat with billy clubs, honey. All that is going down the drain, messing with Bolo. The Underground Railroad was a real train. You said that. The Underground Railroad was a real train. 265 days a year. And now this fight. And not to say you can't make mistakes, but your mistakes are huge. We can't do these things. I'm just saying, we can do them, but it's just not a good look. It's kind of like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's kind of like when Latoya Jackson strayed away from the family. When you have a certain family name, you cannot do that. You don't see the Osmonds strip dancing, Donnie and Marie Osmond, and they children and they children. Honey, that should be all over the TV. BB and CC's nephews and nieces are messing with Bolo on a reality show. BB and CC's, and Angie and Debbie's children. Metaphor. I'm just saying. So you see what I'm saying? Or Coretta Scott, Coretta Scott and Martin Luther King's children. You just can't do it. Sasha and Malia. Can you imagine Sasha and Malia on the Real Housewives of something, but for them, like the real politicians' children? And then they're messing around with Bolo and fighting and throwing and cursing and biting. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that to your family's name. Stop it, Portia. Jeez, my knees. You shouldn't even be doing a show at this point. Get out of there. If you're really serious about having a family, live your best life with your man. Stop the shows. It's ruining your whole family's legacy. Your poor auntie. She didn't know what the hell to do except go over there and pray. And I probably would have been with her. And then the one assistant, the one guy, when Storm said, my lip is bleeding, he put his head down because he knew part of that was his fault. How was it my fault? Because I won't say it was your fault, but Dennis felt it was your fault. And so that's why Dennis was upset, because Dennis felt that you ran your mouth and you shouldn't have run your mouth. But I see it on the flip side, Dennis. He felt he was being loyal to Porsha. That's why he told Porsha. Most people gonna tell their friends. His loyalty is to Porsha, not you. So stop being upset with him for doing what friends do, which is tell Porsha, which he should have done, because I would have told my friend. And Dennis is like, well, you run your mouth and, all you had to do was shut up. And then the argument got heightened. It just went ballistic from there. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It just got my pressure up. So I just had to talk about it. I'm like, I didn't want to see that. I was rooting for Portia's family because I like Lauren. She's trying her best, honey, to get everybody's chakras in order. That baby is trying, honey. She needs to just open up an incense store and sell cloves and, sage and oils and shit, mud cloth. Honey, I like Lauren. And then the auntie, she shouldn't have been on the show, but Portia needed a cast. And she got her poor family involved in this mess. And the producer said, next week on the season finale, got y'all out here in these streets. It is so sad. It's so sad. All right, guys. All right. Hey, Doris. What are you doing up? Did you see the show tonight? Did you see Porscha's show tonight? All right, boo. Well, listen. Okay, you don't watch it. All right, well, listen, guys. Have a good evening. If you like the video below. Subscribe to the channel and definitely comment and tell me if you saw the fight. And I'm like, how do you feel about Porsha lunging at Dennis' mom? If that's what happened, because that's what my eyes saw, but I wear my glasses. I just saw Porsha just lunging. And I didn't understand, because at first I thought it was Dennis' girlfriend or the young lady that Dennis brought. But it was Mama Gina. And I heard Porsha say, I know she'd have lost her damn mind. And Porsha, I just want to say, even though you know Simon loves you, people who even love you still side-eye you. Even parents will side-eye their children. They be like, I know my child. And just because they tolerate it doesn't mean you have to do it. Just because well, he loves me, and in the back of your mind, if you set it off, he's going to be there for you. Stop having that image for Baps, Black American Princess. let's not have that image. Fallon went ballistic at her house. Remember when she was dressed up as Medusa and she was chasing and fighting, and now she should have done it. I hate to say it with that smart mouth girl running around there talking about her like that in her house, you know. But there has to be a better way. You have to take a class on reading somebody with your mouth, honey. In a classy way, don't use any swear words and don't escalate your voice, elevate your voice. Escalate is a car, honey. Cadillac, okay? What the fuck is I'm talking about? I'm sleepy. But don't elevate your voice, honey. Don't escalate, honey. Don't you Porsha your voice. Mercedes your voice. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to take my booty to sleep. Have a good evening. God bless you.